Hello everyone, welcome back again. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off, and where we did leave off is in being about to take the key back to the door. We're going to go back to the that door that we found and unlock it with the key which we were given by King Neptune. So now we have this long trek across the entire world of Colima, watching Graham walk at his snail's pace. I guess when you become king, you get to do this. You get to just kind of amble around everywhere as if you weren't really in any particular hurry. Clearly, Graham's quest to find a bride is not really all that urgent, since he's walking. He walks with the speed of a dead turtle. Let's see. Why don't we go ahead and, while we're waiting, actually this is going to delay him even further because the game stops running while I do this, but one thing I haven't done is change the border color for a while, so let's go ahead and see what else we have. What color epitomizes slowness? Good question, I don't actually know. Brown. Kind of like molasses, because molasses are brown. Or constipation. No. Gosh, I don't know. I'm not really sure what color to use. I'm not very good at color coordination. What the heck? Let's go with dark green. Why not? The color of the forest. Sort of. It's kind of a hunter forest kind of green, I guess. That works. Yeah, so yeah, Graham he's kind of a sloth. I was watching not too long ago, I was watching a bit of I think his name is Carl Pilkington or something like that. The guy who, he's that British guy who, I don't know if it's an act, I don't know if he's just pretending or what, but he sort of likes to pretend to be a little bit ignorant about things. He's actually, they cast him as an idiot. He's on this travel show called An Idiot Abroad, which is all about this guy being really dumb and traveling all around the world while being really stupid about it. But I don't think he's actually an idiot. I think he seems actually quite intelligent. I think he just might be, well, first of all, I think it's an act, but even if it's not an act, he's not an idiot. He's just kind of a little bit ignorant. I mention this just because I was thinking about a sloth with reference to Graham's walking speed. And I remember Carl Pilkington was saying in one episode, he was saying something like, I went to the zoo and I saw a sloth, and I don't know why they gave him this great big enclosure to live in, because when I was there at the zoo he didn't move the whole time. They could have given him a tiny little closet and that would have been enough. Why does the sloth get a great big pen to live in, and I have to pay for a small apartment? It probably doesn't sound as funny when I say it, but I think that, whoa, didn't, almost walked off the edge of the cliff there. I think it's quite mean of the game to put this cliff so close to the edge of the screen. I get the feeling that that's intentional. I get the feeling that that is, that they did that on purpose to make it easier for players to accidentally fall off the cliff quite suddenly. Anyway, yeah, I have to confess I don't really get British humor. I have a feeling that people who like it, half of the entertainment for them is just the accents. They really love British accents. I mean, I don't mind British accents myself. They can be amusing, but I don't know. I don't quite get British comedy. I mean, some of it's funny, sure, but it's not. I guess it's kind of a perhaps it's just a little bit too sophisticated for my taste. Listening to these very sophisticated English people talking about their very British things. And yeah, I didn't show it off in the last video, so here you go. If you walk down from there, this is what you get. Another trick screen that's meant to fool you into suddenly walking off the edge of that chasm. Fortunately, I evaded this fate. So once again, we got another point. We're now up to 69. Yes, I'm sure that's something you'd make a joke out of. And so yeah, we've now used up 3 of our bridge crossings. So let's go ahead and unlock the door with that key that we got. Wow, the key to the first door fits easily into the keyhole. You turn the key and presto, the door opens and the key disappears, revealing a second door with another inscription. Wow. Let's go ahead and read this inscription. The inscription reads, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door should set their sights high." Is that so? So this is what I meant when I said at the beginning that this game is linear. I said that it does have a threefold quest. That quest is this door. Actually, it's a set of 3 doors, and you have to do them all in order. So you have to do the first one, which is, as you saw, going under the sea and talking to Neptune and getting the key from him. Then you have to do whatever is required to get the second one open, and then finally you have to do the quest for the third one. So there's no real option here. There's no real sort of agency of adventuring. You pretty much just have to do exactly what the game expects you to do. So how do we get through the second door? Well, as you can imagine, just as reading the first inscription activated the mermaid, reading the second inscription activates something not too far away, which will enable us to get through the second door, if Graham can ever get there. He'll get there eventually, but it's going to take quite a long time. Wait, where's the place that I want to go to? Is it... It's that antique shop, actually, which was just at the foot of the mountains. Is it? I don't think it's to the right of here. It's probably farther north and or south, since the north-south axis wraps. But anyway, once we get to that antique shop, we will be able to commence with our further adventuring. Where the heck is it? It's probably in the next screen. And actually what I didn't do is, well, I'll mention it in a little while. Okay, here we go. Here's the antique shop. So let's go ahead and come around, and can we read the sign from here? The sign says open. So now the store is open. Reading the second inscription unlocks the antique shop. So let's go ahead and go inside. Let's open the door. A little old lady in the antique shop says, "How may I help you?" So you can see there's not a lot here. You're inside a cute little antique shop. Old furniture and knickknacks clutter the place. Against a wall, a glass display case holds many small items. A little old lady asks if she can help you. Let's see. What do we want? There's a candelabra on the table. Can we get that? You cannot get the candelabra, at least. Is that the game giving generic responses again to... Yeah, you can type in get anything, and it just says you cannot get it, at least not now. Let's see. Can we talk to the woman? The little lady motions toward an old oil lamp. "This is a new item in my shop," she says. "I thought you might be interested in it." Okay. I guess that's this lamp down here. Can we just take it? You can't just take the lamp. You have to buy it. Okay. Hold on. How do we... if I just say buy lamp... "The oil lamp is expensive," the little old lady says. "It will cost you 2 treasures." Oh, I see. Okay. So once again, like I said, you can pay people with treasures like the earrings and the necklace and the bracelet and all that. So we can give her 2 treasures for that. Or as an alternative, "The old hag Agatha stole my precious nightingale. If you can return it to me, then I'll give you the oil lamp." Okay. So we have enough treasure that we can give her the 2 treasures for the lamp. But let's go ahead and do the thing which obviously will get you more points and get the bird back from Hagatha. And what I was about to say before was, what I didn't do is actually get the bird, which I could have done when I was at the ocean, since Hagatha's cave is right next to the ocean. So I probably should have done that while I was there, because now I have to go all the way back across the whole game world again, and that's going to be quite annoying. What can I do? I'm going to have to tell more funny stories to pass the time while we're waiting for Graham to finish his long trek. Ah, no, go away, fairy. I'm scared of fairies. I'm really not. I just don't. I want to have the option to be blessed by the fairy. I don't want to be strong-armed into receiving the fairy dust if I don't want to. Am I not a human being? Do I not have rights? Was I not hired for my expertise? That's what I'll do. I'll just talk. I'll just speak like a British person for the whole walk back to the cave, and that will entertain everyone, because everybody loves British accents. Everybody loves a jolly old time speaking like an Englishman, or English woman if you're female. But I happen to be a man. Well, I'm not really, but I'm at least of a male gender as far as I know. But I could be wrong about that, because how could you really know? Is there really a way to be sure about these things? It could all be just a trick. Perhaps people told me that I was, but I wasn't really. And I know that I'm babbling quite a lot now in it, but there's really not much else to do, because I'm just waiting for this Graham bugger to get off his limey arse and get to the cave. Where was that bloody cave? I can't remember now. This is right brutal, this is. This is like trying to, why did the game type a 2 when... oh, sometimes... I'm using the numeric keypad, but sometimes the simulator will, if you press too many numeric keypad buttons at once, it will type a number instead of using directional control. Those blimey numbers, they get you every time, don't they? Alright, here's the cave. So let's do the sensible thing and walk into the cave. The cave kind of looks like it's making a sour face. I don't know if it's just me, but doesn't it look kind of like these are eyes that are kind of squinted shut, and this is like a big open mouth, like bleh. Okay, so what we need to do here is, I've never had a bird. I've never had a pet bird, so I actually don't know that this is true. I haven't tested this empirically, but what I have heard several times is that birds actually do this. If you put a cloth over the cage, the bird just automatically assumes that it's night and it goes to sleep. Well, we have a cloth now, because remember, we got one from that bottle. Neptune gave us a bottle in addition to the key, and out of the bottle we got this cloth. So what you do is you put the cloth over the cage. You drape the cloth over the bird cage. Hopefully this will keep the nightingale quiet. Yes, it will, because now the bird will think that it's night. They even thought to make the cage, they changed the cage sprite for that, which is nice. Let's go ahead and get the cage. Quietly, you pick up the covered bird cage with the nightingale. To your relief, the bird remains silent. So, we got the bird. That will enable us to obviously give the bird to the woman at the pawn shop and have her give us the lamp in exchange. So I think it's just nice that we thank Agatha for letting us... actually says... I don't think that's Agatha saying you're welcome. I think that's just the game giving an automated response. What if we try to talk to her? What a mistake you made! You gave yourself away. Now Agatha knows you are here. Okay, I guess thanking her didn't give us away. If you just say thank you, then she's like, oh, who's thanking me? Some disembodied voice is saying thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, to leave the dark cave, you remove the cloth from the cage. Isn't the bird going to sing? Oh, I guess not. For some reason, I thought that the bird sings. I thought that it actually plays a bird singing sound effect once you do that, but it didn't. Unless I just missed it. Maybe it's very quiet and I didn't hear it. Because sometimes I don't hear so good, because these computer games, they're tricky. They fool you that way sometimes. You think that you're not hearing a bird singing, but there really is a bird singing. It's sort of like the opposite of hearing things. It's like you're not hearing things. You don't hear the bird singing because you just it didn't play the sound effect. It told you about the sound effect using text. Instead of playing the sound of the bird singing, you had to read it. It's like reading Beethoven. No, we're not going to play you the music. You're just going to read Beethoven, or Mozart, or Bach, because why not? It's just as good if you read it, isn't it? And I had time to go through that whole tirade and then some, because Graham is still making his way back to the door. Wait, why am I going back to the door? Herp-de-derp. I got so flustered by the sheer amount of time that Graham takes to get anywhere that I forgot where I'm going. I'm not going back to the door yet because I don't have the second key. I need to go to the antique shop, which is obviously not this place. This is the church, or the chapel, or the monastery. What's the difference? You know, I still don't really understand. I remember I even looked it up once, and I still am not quite clear on what the difference is between a church and a chapel. And then there's like a monastery. Okay, a monastery is, I guess, one of those places where monks live. So it's like a housing unit. It's kind of like a dorm for monks or something like that. But then what's the difference between a church and a chapel? And a parish. What's a parish? I mean, I know that it's the capital of France, but I'm just joking. That's obviously Paris. I'm just being stupid and saying nonsense because I'm trying to find something at least remotely entertaining to fill this empty space with. I'm always very bad at small talk. Honestly, I am one of the world's worst people at small talk. I don't really. If there is something to talk about, I can talk about it for hours, but if there's nothing to talk about, I usually clam up. So, anyway, now that we are here, let's go ahead and give the cage to the woman. You hand the bird cage with the nightingale to the little old lady. "My precious!" she exclaims. In gratitude, she gives you the oil lamp. "Good luck," she says. She hastens you out the door and closes up shop. Closed. Well, they weren't kidding. She really did close up the shop. Wow. Okay. Well then, I guess she doesn't really want to sell antiques. I guess her whole purpose in life was to get her nightingale back. Well, okay, her whole purpose in the game is indeed to get her nightingale back and to give you... her purpose in the game is to give you the lamp, and that's it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this lamp. The old oil lamp is fashioned of brass that has been tarnished. There is a spout at one end and a round handle at the other. The lamp is empty inside. Tip me over and pour me out. So, yes, there is a genie inside the lamp, but you don't get 3 wishes. Instead, you rub the lamp, and the genie just gives you whatever he feels like. You don't get to choose. When you rub the tarnished brass lamp, you hear a poof, and a genie appears. "Master," he says, "I leave a gift for you, a magic carpet." The genie then poofs back into the lamp. So, I guess in theory you could just rub the lamp whenever you need the items, but there's no point in waiting. There's no need to wait. What you can do, I think what most people who play this game do after they realize you can, because there's no reason not to, just rub the lamp 3 times and get all of your wishes straight away. There's really no need to delay, so I'll just go ahead and rub the lamp 3 times. So here we go, a second time. I love this music, by the way. I really like this sort of Middle Eastern style of music. It sounds very cool. I really like it. When you rub the lamp, you hear a loud poof, and a genie magically appears. "Master, I leave a gift for you, a beautiful sword." Okay. And one last time. Using your sleeve as a cloth, you rub the lamp, causing the genie to appear again. Master, I leave a gift for you, a leather bridle. The genie then pops back into the lamp. Oh no! The lamp has disappeared from your hands. That's okay, we don't need it anymore. The whole purpose of the lamp was just to get us those 3 wishes, except they weren't even wishes, they were more like gifts from the genie. Yeah, if you like that Middle Eastern sort of music, again, me talking about Canadian bands, there's a band called The Tea Party, which does, well, they're a rock band, but they have this one album called The Edges of Twilight, which, in my opinion, does really, really amazing work with mixing rock music with Middle Eastern sort of sounds. Had a few excellent singles like The Bazaar and Sister Awake. Yeah, really, really good stuff in my opinion. I just bring this up because I really do like that music and that style of music, especially if it's mixed with rock and you get this sort of fusion of styles. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at what the genie gave us. So he gave us, what was his first gift? It was this carpet. The magic carpet is a beautifully woven Persian rug with a colorful fringe on the ends. I think Persian should be capitalized, shouldn't it? Pretty sure it should be, but okay. Let's look at the sword. The shining sword is not incredibly large, but is very sharp. It has a snake carved into the bronze handle. Swords. Yes, I'll take swords. And finally, we have the bridle. The leather bridle is studded with silver rivets and a silver bit. Okay. Well, that's nice. And yes, of course, all these items will get used in short order. But I guess this makes a logical stopping point. We've let's see, what did we do in this video? We unlocked the first door. We gave the nightingale back to the shop owner. We got 3 nice gifts from the genie. I guess that's a pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good video. I feel like I didn't do as much in this video as I could have because I spent a lot of time just walking around, but hey, that's sometimes what you do in adventure games. It kind of works out that way. So I'll go and stop here, and yeah, thank you folks for watching. I will see you all in a future video. Bye-bye for now.